I'm the poor farm boy from Tatooine, and you're my Tatooine. And here we are. That being said, my daughter and I came up with this cover in January 2015. A few days after, of course, I had won the Relit Award for greatest novel ever written for Savage. But we're not here to talk about that. My daughter and I really like Star Wars, and there's a story in here called The Magic Kingdom Empire, which takes place during the week in 2012 when Lucasfilms was sold to the Disney Corporation. And I, of course, was there to record all that transpired. And I'll try my best now to tell you how it all went down. So the protagonist, I believe his name is Lance, has this co-worker named Mitch who has been there longer. So basically this is just happening now, like it's just been announced. Mitch steamboats into Lance's periphery. "You're not going to believe this, Lance," he says, catching his breath. For all he knows, Mitch was preparing to do a cartwheel or something. Lance positions his facial body language to receive information. Mitch continues now, taking a sip of coffee. "Today is the mother of all days. The rumors are true. We're going to have the best 6 weeks of our little lives here," he says, handing Lance a memo with what appears to be a missive which begins with the words, "A long time ago from now in a corporation close, close nearby," and a graphic of Mickey Mouse holding a lightsaber. "Disney is doing the next Star Wars films," Mitch beams with a proud enthusiasm you'd see reserved for those accepting praise for inventing green screen technology. "What I mean is, whatever PR conversation jazz we have to do for the next 2, 3, 6 months as it relates to Disney will be Star Wars themed." The announcement caused a shift in global internet usage, and key terms such as Han Solo, Disney, Darth Vader lives, Carrie Fisher dead, Donald Duck, Death Star theme park, Mark Hamill's surgeon, Part 7, Pluto R2-D2 are but 9 of several hundred search terms associated with the pending merger. By 3 in the afternoon, the other staffers confirmed to Mitch and Lance that George Lucas himself has been seen in 3 different offices wearing plaid under a black sweater and khakis, walking arm in arm with Disney brass as they complete the circuit of interviews and confirmations. Lucas disappears an hour and a half later, surrounded by Disney security, and is shuttled back by limo to Skywalker Ranch. "Here, read this," Mitch says, handing Lance a printout. Lance scans it quickly, his eyes darting and settling simultaneously. "An investor conference will take place at approximately 4:30 p.m. today, October 30th, 2012. Details for the call are listed in the release." Lance nods. Mitch reads aloud like it's his favorite lyrics to some Pink Floyd song, and he's high. "The board of directors of Disney and Lucasfilm have approved the transaction, which is subject to clearance under the Hart-Scott-Rodino Antitrust Improvement Act, certain non-United States merger control regulations, and other customary closing conditions. The agreement has been approved by the sole shareholders of Lucasfilm." Throughout the day, stormtroopers appear outside the hallways, and Darth Vader himself is deployed with several of his soldiers to one of many press conferences to answer questions from the press and record Disney-infused clips. The repeating Disney logos behind the Dark Lord's iconic likeness orbit and twinkle in lifeless delight. Over the next 2 weeks, George Lucas was special editioning soundbites to the media, the New York Post, the Atlantic, the London Times respectfully, meticulously osculating his opinion on the sale of Star Wars from that of relief. George said, and I quote, "So now someone else can worry about cryogenetically bringing Darth Vader back as a multiple personality, omni-headed, clinically centurion, having him be the dusty, withdrawn casualty of war commerce that he always seemed to be, casually dressed and drinking blue milky pablum in a special aged food court by all his loneliness. To the banal, And every 6-year-old on the planet will be sporting TIE Fighter tattoos as they wait impatiently in line for Star Wars 7. Dozens of them, extemporaneously swelling to a multi-multitone rendition of John Williams' irrefutable lunch pail jingle, to pure rhapsody. Not long after Mark Hamill is released from Waco County Hospital, diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver and a bad ticker, Carrie Fisher will step up her game and win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Look directly at the camera and say, "Mark, I know what you're going through. You're at home now with a mouthful of mint-flavored cotton balls, an apartment refrigerator-sized defibrillator, dialysis machines with a built-in beer cozy by your side. I know, cheering me on while you recover. I just want you to know, you're my brother, and I know we'll be swishing our glowy swords together in the next on-screen family adventure." Then she'll burp and continue after a dozen of out-of-sync laughters from audience, and of course she'll be all class with blame catering for the oily foods that are turning my stomach into the Sarlacc pit, inciting more laughter from the audience before thanking me, who had a simple dream a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.